Heroes and Legends, Dynasties 2. The original Orisonnian Top Brass, led by Nuvi, the cook, served up some pain on the other clans on the right galaxy in order to take it. It was the last galaxy standing in the 3 galaxies which this war to decide the very fate of the universe was being waged. Peace was on the other side. For the clans, this was the last ditch effort to have some sort of say in this war. If they failed here, then it might be the beginning of the end for them. And so, for this very important mission, Mizani Obalon himself, the most powerful warrior within the Obalon Jedi, led the battle, along with Quincy Edo, was Leo Creason, Sheena Schwan, DeWitt Bosch, and Molly Mel, the strongest swordsman in all of Bosch, was also here. The clan's heavy hitters had come. Seeing this, Nuvi entrusted her closest allies, Ulkin, the strong and tough Orisonnian Helton, Yang, the young and honorable spearman, the Kung Fu and martial art master, Mr. Wong, and Ven, the tough and sturdy warrior, and various other Orisonnian troops. These 4 were determined to bring glory to the Orisonnians and even to pass Orisonnian leadership and end the Obalon Jedi for good. The officers of the clan's face went hard after the Orisonnians as they were determined to kill them. Mr. Wong had challenged Molly Mel to a fight. She was an expert swordswoman. However, Mr. Wong Kung Fu was more than she had expected, despite her sword's play. Many times she was disarmed. Mr. Wong then simply threw his sword back at Melly and said, "Come, certainly you can do better than that. Come forth and try harder." Molly was furious and began to swing her sword wildly, which Mr. Wong just cleverly dodged left, right, center, jump, dodge, duck, side sweep, steal sword, throw back at her, rinse and repeat. While all that was going on, Fan was beating up the forces of the Bosch. While that was going on, Yang was showing his abilities by beating Shan Schwan and Walisa Krishna. As for Ulkin, he got loose on Quincy Edo. Nuvi was also fighting troops. Then all of a sudden, Obalon mechs had arrived as reinforcements. Mizani laughed at his Orisonnian opponents. "You fools, you honestly thought we'd come here without a plan? Our mechs will destroy you. Begin to fire the rockets, obliterate the Orisonnian top leaders, and send the Queen of Orisonnian swirling in despair." The Orisonnian forces were being fired upon. Many of the troops were being killed. Nuvi, seeing this chance, summoned up her big dish, a big frying pan, and was serving up justice. She used her frying pan to appear right below the mechs, and she fried the mechs, stirred the pot, and flipped the frying pan upside down, crushing all of the mechs that had arrived. The mechs were soldered, burnt, and well done, all at once. Mizani Obalon could not believe it. Where the world she gets such abilities from? She is indeed the finest cook at all Orisonnian. However, you fools now deal with me. You are no match for me. Mizani Obalon, prepare to die. The great spearman had unleashed his full power. It could have been felt in the entire battlefield. Ulkin and Yang stopped joking around, and they were finished dealing with the small fry. Ulkin, Yang, and Nuvi prepared to face Mizani Obalong in fierce combat. Mr. Wong was still holding on to Molly, and it was time for him to end the fight. Van was also on the verge of finishing off his opponent as well. Mr. Wong then jumped over Molly as she tried desperately to swing at him, and then he did a chop behind her neck, knocking her out instantly. Now, the five Orisonnians braced themselves for Mizani Obalong, who started with a slash of his spear. The wave was powerful. The five of them dodged. The wave hit a mountain and completely turned it in two. Van couldn't believe it. He was full of fear. Mr. Wong then told Yen to be brave, be strong. Against this evil we shall prevail. Yang then moved with Elkin in sync. The two began to crisscross around as they ran to charge up to Mizani. Mizani then twirled his spear so fast until it made a whirlwind, which pushed back the two. Nuvi then tried to use her frying pan once more, but Mizani just simply put his spearhead slam to the ground, destroying Nuvi's frying pan. Nuvi was furious and started to use energy attacks against Mizani. They were bouncing off him. And so Mr. Wong then gone and started to use his kung fu, but it had no effect. Then Ven and Yang used sword and spear respectfully, and then Mizani blocked those two attacks. Elkin then gone and tried to do a bear hug at him. While Mizani was fighting off Elkin's bear hug and defending against Ven and Yang's attack, and withstanding the attacks of Mr. Wong, who was using his tiger style to do critical hits on Mizani. Nuvi then was serving up two giant cutter swords. I was about to slash up Mizani from behind. She was doing so, and all of them were launching their attacks and holding him back all at once. Mizani then unleashed his full power and blew all the Orisonnians away. It was a hopeless situation. Mizani was simply just too strong, and he might very well kill all five of them here and now. And so it was Ven that recommended that they should use their full power against Mizani. We should, and we shall. Quick, launch our attacks all at once. And so Ven, Yang, Mr. Wong, Onklin, and Nuvi then stand side by side and blast a Orisonnian blast all together at once. Mizani Obalong then laughed at their foolishness and said, "That's all you got, fools." He then began to twirl his spear around, which blocked their attack. And then Nuvi ordered that their mechs launch attack against Mizani. Mizani was hit from behind and said, "What?" He was distracted, and so all five of them launched their full power while Mizani was distracted, which pushed him back. And at last they got him down on the ground. Mizani was getting irritated and annoyed by the battle and decided to flee. With this, the Obalong were chased out of the galaxy, and at last, all three galaxies were no longer in the hands of Obalong Jedi, but in the hands of the Elder Orisonnians. They have gotten a much needed justice for all their fellow Orisonnians that Mizani and his Obalong clan had slain up to this point. Now they look forward to going to clan space and doing the very same to them.